Wednesday, the 1st of July 2026. Episode 90. CGD finds himself in a crooked place when he stumbles upon a deep secret. Madlala witnesses unholiness in a holy place. Barbakazi's love life affects her dining experience. Thursday, the 2nd of July 2026. Episode 91. While the staff joke about the Italian flag representing a new menu for Quaggio Marni, Quasimodo's more alarmed, thinking it could be a rival sending a message. Dr. Zungu views Lily's healing as a rite of passage that requires Lily to confront her father directly. Madlala's suspicions of Ficky Lay's saintly act has her spying on Ficky Lay and Sabu. She captures them in a compromising position and records it on her phone. Friday, the 3rd of July 2026. Episode 92. Quasimodo reacts decisively to a mysterious message. Lily confronts the father who shattered her life, while Pondo ensures CGD remain quiet about his secret. Monday, the 6th of July 2026. Episode 93. Kunzi finds himself in a new and unfamiliar territory. Sholafi lands the treasure she's long been looking for. And Madlala walks straight into the jaws of a predator. Tuesday, the 7th of July 2026. Episode 94. Young Sholafi swears not to raise Pondo's son alone. Young Pondo flees from his responsibilities, but young Sholafi finds him. Young Sholafi and young Pondo exchange a young Hawu until young Pondo disappears for good. Wednesday, the 8th of July 2026. Episode 95. Pondo's past catches up to him. Kunzi feels like a small fish in a sea full on sharks, and Ficky Lay's plan to free herself from Madlala's threats is a success. Thursday, the 9th of July 2026. Episode 96. Kunzi is trapped in Sniper's crosshairs in prison, while Quasimodo's reckoning visits him in the streets of Kwamashu. On the other side of town, Pondo is disturbed that Sholafi has once again found him. Friday, the 10th of July 2026. Episode 97. Quasimodo finds himself in a situation where his arrogance and brazen nature can't save him. Kunzi must swallow his pride when he has to do whatever means necessary to ensure his safety. Monday, the 13th of July 2026. Episode 98. A familiar friend reveals himself as a foe. Hawu sinks deeper into the abyss. All hell breaks loose between Ficky Lay and Madlala, who get into a physical altercation. Tuesday, the 14th of July 2026. Episode 99. Quasimodo cracks under a noose and earns Ma 1010's attention. Quaggio Marni is left drowning in grief after a brutal massacre, while Ficky Lay is left broken when Sabu turns his back on her. Wednesday, the 15th of July 2026. Episode 100. The new sheriff in town reduces Quasimodo and Gedja to a size of a peanut. CGD narrowly escapes death at the hands of a trusted ally. Cash Money wants an impossible invention from Quasimodo. Thursday, the 16th of July 2026. Episode 101. Following the fall of Nkunzi, Amantali Yareni invade the Longo house, trapping Quasimodo into continuing to use his skills to track a mysterious ship carrying precious cargo. Mondli sees Flavia as a symbol of courage for stepping up, but her statement is of no use without physical evidence. Friday, the 17th of July 2026. Episode 102. Nkunzi is cut off as Ma 1010 steps in and takes control of Quasimodo's world while Sabu confesses a sin that threatens his calling. Monday, the 20th of July 2026. Episode 103. Pondo faces a lot of ridicule from his friends about abandoning Hawu and Sholafi. The women's ministry seem to agree to get rid of Vicky Lay from the church. Mondley, Lily and Nyewo are worried that Aman Tarliyarne are too strong to take down. Tuesday the 21st of July 2026. Episode 104. Einsizwa choose life over retaliation. Pondo realizes that he is 29 years too late and Vicky Lay and Spoo's relationship is on thin ice because of Madlala. Wednesday the 22nd of July 2026. Episode 105. Gedja is forced to stay in Kwamashu. Sholafi and Pondo have a heart-to-heart. Sabu is frustrated when he can't reach Vicky Lay on the phone. Thursday the 23rd of July 2026. Episode 106. Sabu finally gets down on one knee, then the past walks through the door and completely knocks him off balance. Friday the 24th of July 2026. Episode 107. While Sabu has to deal with the consequences of leaving Vicky Lay at the altar and processing the arrival of his son, Aman Tarliyarne let everyone know who runs this town. K-Mash FM staff get the shock of their lives. Monday the 27th of July 2026. Episode 108. Kazi Mulo formulates a plan to get rid of Aman Tarliyarne once and for all, but he needs Gedja and Mondley's help. Vicky Lay is hurt over her interrupted proposal and Barbakazi encourages her to fight for her relationship. Tuesday the 28th of July 2026. Episode 109. Ma 1010 reminds Gedja and Kazi Mulo that he runs the show and that they are merely pawns in the grand scheme of things. Sabu makes amends with Cellulico and Mandisa, but what does this mean for him and Vicky Lay? Sholafi reminds Pondo that he is indebted to her and makes her demands known. Wednesday the 29th of July 2026. Episode 110. In Kwamashu, survival comes at a cost and Kazi Mulo is about to pay it in full. Madlala's fallout with Vicky Lay pushes her into unfamiliar territory, igniting conflict under Madongwe's roof. Meanwhile, Nonka's world is shaken in an instant, leaving her destitute and alone. Thursday the 30th of July 2026. Episode 111. A lab is born at Sabonlo's old brewery. Sholafi finally enjoys the fruits of her labor while Vicky Lay has to house an unwanted guest. Friday the 31st of July 2026. Episode 112. Ma 1010 declares his plans for Kwamashu and Kazi Mulo fears for the township. Mondley finds extra motivation to deal with Aman Tarliyarne for once and for all. Father Christmas arrives early at the Zaba house. Premiere episodes of Uzalo air on SABC 1 from Mondays to Fridays at 20h30.